introducing the BBG team, and we could not introduce the BBG team without first getting to know the midwife, Christine, and the mid husband, Kevel, in the studio. So, Christine, go ahead and give yourself a proper introduction. Who is midwife Christine?
I am Christine Taylor, midwife of Birth by Grace Midwifery Services in Tyrone, Georgia, down on the south side. And I am a lot of things, but this is my husband. He's y'all's favorite mid husband on Instagram. And we make this thing work.
You make this thing work. So, Kevel, how would you define a mid husband?
Just being that support person. There's a lot of things that come up, with her practice, with her, with the families that she support, and just being that backbone at our house to make sure that everything's kind of running smoothly.
So, do you find yourself being more of the support holding down home while she's out in these streets, or are you in the office? Like, what is your main form of support?
Both.
All of the things.
Both, yeah, because I work. So I work a regular job,
Mm-hmm.
9 to 5. And then we also have a little homestead.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's responsibilities with that as well.
We're having some issues balancing.
Let's talk about that.
It sounds like Jerry Springer now.
Yeah.
We're having some issues balancing.
So, what does balance
homestead
look like? What does balance look like in this season?
I mean, balance is, there's no such thing as balance. You just got to prioritize.
I agree with that.
Right? So, supporting the household, making sure our daughters are great, making sure that, we're back in school.
Mm-hmm.
So homework is flowing in.
Lord help us.
Right. Conversations about what's going on in school flowing in. You got to
Every
kind of, you want to cringe some conversations, especially with our teenager, but it's like, you got to smile like, yeah. Just
So,
keep encouraging.
how do you two, because how long have you two been married?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
How did you, Christine, find time? Because I know a lot of midwives are going to be tuning in, and some of them may be in the season where they want to make space for a relationship, but maybe they don't know how to prioritize. Maybe they don't know how to find that time for personal things so that they can, shift their focus from only professional, which we can get caught up into, to also prioritizing their personal life. So how did you manage to make time?
I was in a very interesting season in my life, so I did not prioritize dating. I was prioritizing supporting my daughters as a single mom at the time. And I prayed specifically, though, for God to send me someone with these I prayed the most specific prayer as far as how I wanted my next husband to be and for him to find me at the right time. And so Kevel and I met on a blind date that I didn't know I was being set up. He knew.
I don't know. It wasn't quite a blind date.
It was set up. I didn't know you were going to go with our friends. We have mutual friends.
Right. We have mutual friends. And they were already scheduled to go to a concert with one of my best friends and his wife. So I just like, okay, that sounds cool. Let me go with y'all. And just kind of went.
And day after day after day after that, he didn't go away.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I got bit by the Christine bug.
Yes, you did.
And wanted to continue to see you.
And so the girls were like, I think we should keep him, Mom. He took him to Dollar General and Dollar Tree for shopping sprees, and they thought that was the best thing in the world, honey.
The $1.25 treat.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It was $1 back then.
So it was $1 back then.
It went a lot further.
So how long did you all date before you decided to get married?
About 3 years, maybe close to 4.
About 3 to 4 years, and then I was like, "Hey, what are we doing?"
Hello, what are we doing? And we here now.
And we're here now.
So advice for midwives who may be having some challenges with making space for their personal life. Now that you're on this side of it, because you said you weren't really prioritizing this, but you obviously see the value and the benefit of having a partner.
Oh, absolutely.
So what is your advice for a midwife out there who's just going and going and going towards her goals, thinking, I'm laser focused on what I have going on professionally. I don't have time for anything personally. What's your advice now that you're on the other side and you see the value and benefit of partnership?
Oh, gosh. I think the right person is going to find you, because that's literally what happened to me. I was so blessed when I met Kevel, and he really just stepped in and filled the gap, filled in the gap and filled the void, and respected like the lifestyle that I live as a midwife, and he just was supporting me day one, especially with my daughters. And it was just a seamless, warm and fuzzy, easy transition to be, into, be in a relationship at that time. So I can't say that I was actively looking because I really wasn't. I was probably on my, in my season of, F these people, I'm gonna do me, and I'm not about to be, focused on no man and all this stuff.
How you feel now, my man?
My man. Because, he is so important in my life, and in my girls' life. He's been their father for years. He's watched my daughters grow up, and he's provided and just protected us and supported us, as I live this lifestyle of a midwife, because it's really, really challenging at times. And so he is the person who, listens to me and my boring midwifery stories or my really stressful moments in midwifery. And he's able to just keep me balanced and keep me motivated to keep going, to be honest.
It's so important. And
I'm gonna need a tissue here.
Come
like,
on, right?
man,
I was feeling it. I was feeling it too.
Nah.
But seriously, the work that you do is so, we know how important it is, but how taxing it can be on you.
Very.
Like you are giving. And we want to make sure you have somebody that's filling your cup as well. So
Definitely.
I really love that we can have this conversation, because for the women who think I'm good, right? You're good, but what about if God has great? What about if that good is keeping you from the great that's out there for you? So I love that you're a testament to, I didn't even have to be out there looking. I was just working to be the woman that I am meant to be. And then my partner came and found me. I love that.
He did. And he provides so much for me. You know that, right, baby?
All right, and you do the same for me.
I go home, I feel like I'm in a retreat because I am
taken
just
care of,
isolated and away from the things. I can go to work and come home and be at peace. And
I love it.
He has his goats that he loves, so that keeps you balanced, right, baby?
It all keeps me balanced.
He wanted to talk about these goats.
It all keeps me balanced.
He wanted to talk about.
So you have babies, the girls, right?
We have the girls.
We have the girls, and then we have the goats.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we grow on our homestead. So
we're growing our homestead.
9 goats and 5 dogs, and I think that's it.
They make us no money yet.
Yeah,
one
they're
day.
all therapy.
Okay.
They all are therapy dogs and
support
animals.
Support animals. So speaking of support, Kevel, I need for you to tell any aspiring mid husbands out there, what is your advice for how to truly support a midwife?
I mean, I think it's just, for a good man is just going to find the need and try to fill it, So with her, it was a little bit, especially in the beginning, just needing the balance, needed somebody to kind of be there. And that's why I just kind of saw, like, okay, this is where the need is. I love this woman. I love these girls. Let me just step in there and do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So she can continue to do what she does. And her work is so important to be able to show up for families. So it's like, okay, I need to show up for her, and she shows up for me, so she can continue to show up for families. So it all kind of works out. So that's it. Just that's a simple thing. It just, a man's going to notice where the need is. Don't cry about whatever. Just feel the need, and just be supportive.
Well, we love that you have so much support, Midwife Christine, because the support that you are giving to the world so graciously, so just so freely, we want to make sure that you are supported and loved and taken care of too. So I am glad that we got the mid husband to hold you down.
Me too.